Joined here with Chico State, first round West Regional 79-82 defeat in overtime to Central Washington. Head coach Kevin Metter, Trey Taylor. Coach, I'll start with you. Crazy game. What a comeback by you guys to force overtime. Just give an opening statement. Just overall thoughts on the game here today.
Well, first, I think our comeback, we were down 20, is really a representation of how this whole season's been in this group of guys. We've dealt with an incredible amount of adversity throughout the year, whether that's a coaching change 4 days before the season or various other things that come along during the season. And these guys have stayed so connected, and their belief is so great in themselves and as a collective. And so to say I'm surprised that we came back, I'm not, because that's the group we've been. We had a couple plays there at the end that just didn't quite go our way, but again, like I told these guys, you can go one of two ways. You can quit and feel sorry for yourselves, or you can keep fighting. When we were down 20 at the timeout, and these guys just fought back, and so I think it speaks volumes to our culture of our program and the type of people we have in it. They're great kids, and they're tough as nails, and they compete, and they never play the victim card. So I love these guys so much.
Trey, talk about you guys jumped out to a 7-0 lead early on. You were very aggressive early, at a few baskets there early on. To talk about what you guys were able to do to set the tone there right from the first whistle.
From the jump, we felt like we were the more physical team, so we felt like the game was at the rim. And so we just try to get our best to get downhill. I mean, my guards are really good at getting downhill and finding me, so they make it very easy for me to have those little pick and roll opportunities.
Well, and from your perspective on the court, your team down 20 there in the second half, but went on a 25-5 run there to tie it. What did you see? What was the key to that comeback there?
Defense. We switched up our ball screen coverage and started switching 1 through 5 or firing the ball screen. So I think defense, it's been our biggest key all year, and I think that was a big part of us coming back.
Coach, what did you see in that stretch as well on the defensive end? It seemed like a lot of energy, just you guys got into a rhythm.
Yeah, I thought we just played really, really hard, and we got back to being aggressive, and it made it difficult for Central Washington to run their stuff. And then I thought on offense, we just did a great job playing together. We kind of ran the same set/action over and over, and just trusted the guys to play. And I thought our unselfishness was really, really good on offense, which is what sparked it. But it just came down to defense. I thought we were just really physical and aggressive. Whenever we started that run, I thought that was really the difference.
Talk about the Trey's performance tonight. 15 points, 6 boards. Also, JoJo had 29. West Region Player of the Year. And Caden double figures. You had a few guys there really step up for you guys.
Yeah. Well, I've been saying this all year. Trey Taylor is an incredible person. For people that don't know his story, I mean, he didn't play very much his first 3 years. He redshirted and then didn't play much the last 2 years. And he has continued to work and put the work in no matter what the situation was. He believes he's been our leader, our emotional leader. And for him to perform the way he has, especially the last month of the season, has just, it's all credit to him, his belief in himself, and just to the person he is. Whenever basketball's over, which isn't going to be for a long time, he's going to be highly successful just because of the type of person and the energy that he has. And I thought JoJo was really good. Every team's game plan is to slow him down. I thought he did a great job. They took away his three-point shooting, so he did a great job not settling and continuing to get to the rim. And just had another great game that he's had all year. And then Caden Harris kind of got off to a slow start to start the game, and in the second half, that just made it through there and got his confidence and had some huge possessions, whether that was with his passing or his scoring. And then he rebounded at a high level with 7 boards. So those 3 guys. And then I just want to talk. We were down a starter today, and really just found out a couple hours ago. And Ned Joyce just stepped in and played 38 minutes. And again, he's a guy who his first couple years didn't play a lot, but the moment wasn't too big, and he was incredible and helped us, give us chances here.
Trey, for you, you mentioned as far as the physicality, and you outscored them 40-22 in the paint. Talk about what you guys were able to do to establish the low post.
Before the game, we watched a lot of film, and just looking at the style of play, I felt like the CCA was just more physical league. And so that was really the mindset, just to try to get them inside and try to do as much damage as we could inside, because we felt like that was our advantage. They shoot the ball really well, but we felt like if we got downhill, we could get a lot of good things.
Coach, as far as just talk about the trajectory of this program and second straight regional appearance, I mean, what a season you guys put together here. How excited are you going forward with this program?
Yeah, I'm fired up. Like on paper, we have one senior who's graduating, who's an incredible guy. I really hope that this group understands how good we can be next year. And if we come back with hunger, which I know we will, I think we could have a really, really special year again next year. And I think there'll be some continuity. These guys have known me for the last 3 years as the assistant. They didn't know me as, Kev, Coach Kev, the head coach. And so I think from day one, whether that's our spring workouts or in the fall, it's going to be a level of comfortability that will be huge for us. But I think we can be really, really special. And I think it just shows too, I don't know if we have the most talent on paper, but we've committed to doing it the right way, which I think is taking mostly high school kids and developing them. I mean, you look at everybody that played today, we didn't have one transfer that played. And so those guys have bought in and they've worked super hard and they've committed. And I think it shows when you are willing to put in the work and just be together, how much you can accomplish. So I'm fired up for next year. And I think these guys know how special we can be again next year too.
Dre, I have a similar question for you. Just talk about, from this experience, what you can learn taking into next year and just kind of reflecting on a wonderful season that you guys put together.
We had an amazing season, but I feel like next year will be just a lot easier because we know what we're coming into, like we said. And Coach Kev said we dealt with a lot of adversity, and he's done a great job, just keeping our minds straight and, keeping us focused and trying to tune out all the noise. So I think going into next year without all the noise and the extra stuff, as long as we don't get a new head coach, all of a sudden Coach Craig steps up or something.
I signed my contract on Monday, so yeah, I'm here for a long time.
So I would say that I think this next year will be a lot easier for us in terms of that we can just focus on what we need to do. And I think a lot of guys' roles were confused in the beginning. I had a slow start at the beginning of the year. A lot of guys, didn't start the way they want to, but I feel like we're coming into our own and we're going to be a really great team next year. So I think the trajectory of this program is looking really good.
Gentlemen, great fight today. Congrats on a great season. Hope to see you back next year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.